Sarvavedanta Siddhante Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham. Please read, please, verse number 540. Digambaro va pichasambaro va Tvagambaro pa pichidambarastha Utmattavadva pichavalavadva Pisachavadva picharatyavanyam Kamanniskamarupishanne Charatyekacharo muni Swatmanyeva sadatushtaha Swayam sarvatmana stitaha. Okay. Madhava. So here you see the real, the ultimate, where the wisdom finds its expression in a glorious living. As we saw in the morning, the most important part of this knowledge, like in any other knowledge, is how much of it manifests in your day-to-day life behavior. Even when you go through your medicine, engineering, law, chartered accountancy, people will ask you the question, so your study is over? Yes, how is your practice? That is the question they ask. Whether you are chartered accountant, a lawyer, whatever you have finished your college education, school education, they ask, how is your practice? You have picked up the knowledge of law, you have picked up the knowledge of accountancy, but are you successfully using that knowledge in your life? Much more so in this self-knowledge. Atma Vidya, in the understanding of one's own self, is very important. That not only you talk about happiness, but you are the happiness itself, and that is an expression of happiness, joy in your life. Not only you talk about the fearlessness, but also there is expression of absolute fearlessness in your life. But if you are talking about absence of anger, absence of hatred, absence of jealousy, but you are in the shortest fuse, anybody can destroy you. You need the least of the reason to explode. You need the least of the reason to be anxious, chinta magna. We saw that, chinta magna, not chinta shunya. And the wise man is chinta shunya, free from anxiety. The ignorant person is chinta magna, full of anxiety. Now, full of anxiety, you cannot talk about the chinta shunyam, free from anxiety. That is why what you speak, people can hear. But what you live, people are impressed, they can really admire. Because speaking, anybody can speak. As they say very nicely in Hindi, काम करने से नहीं, काम कहने से नहीं होता, करने से होता है. A work is done not by speaking, but by doing. If you talk about paddy plantation, you talk about vegetable plantation, you talk about building a building, you talk about going around the world, the talk means nothing. Are you getting that? What you say, you must do. Same thing also. Free from anger, free from hatred, free from emotions. Beautiful advice to other person, but least manifestation in the person's life. The person gets tired of other people's mistake. Just see, this is so unconscious behavior. People get totally tired of other people's mistake, but they never get tired of their own mistake, that they are committing the mistake. That when you say other people, they go on telling, but they never do. You don't ask yourself, you have also been taking oath, promises to yourself, never shall be angry, never shall smoke, never shall do this, but you continue to do that. You are always angry with other people because they don't keep up their words. But you are so accommodative about your own mistake. That is why, by chance such a person speaks about it, he becomes a bad advertisement for the knowledge. Are you getting that? Such a person becomes a bad advertisement for the knowledge. Why? Simply talking. Who cares? It means nothing. Because only when circumstances come, then only your knowledge is tested. In ordinary times, you can talk about the happiness, you can talk about the immortality, talk about the absolute happiness, freedom, because there is no crisis situation. When the crisis comes, like this, just before coming, 2-3 phone calls. Suddenly a person fell sick. Has to be organized to the person, must go into hospital right now. So call the emergency ambulance, the person goes. Another person is totally worried about the death. Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't like somebody to come and talk to me about it, sort of. I want to sell my flat right now and I want to get away to some other place to live. Insecurity. Now suppose a person comes across a situation like that, or there is an interaction with somebody else, when somebody is misunderstanding you, something somewhere. How do you face those occasions? That is the real test of knowledge. The real test of driving is in the driveway, in the highway, not in your driveway in your house. The real test of driving is not in your driveway. I take the drive out to the car and back to the garage. Any monkey can do it. You cannot believe today in Japan, this morning, in today's newspaper, 2 monkeys have been appointed to serve in a restaurant. There must be other monkeys coming in. 2 monkeys are appointed. Their name also there, I forget their names, some Japanese name. So 2 monkeys are appointed to serve in the thing. A monkey can be trained, but very difficult to train a man who is like a monkey. Very difficult, because monkey behavior. Monkey is restless, but he can be trained. This man monkey, very difficult to train, because he has a mind of his own. The man monkey will experiment on others, whether he is getting angry or not, whether he is wild or not, whether that man is honest or not, whether this man is correction free or not. Me? While looking at other people's mistake, you put the sharpest glass. Not telescopic. What is that one? Other one? Microscopic. While looking at the other people's mistake, microscopic glass. Looking at your mistake, telescope. It's all right. Understand? That is why everybody is bifocal. Understand? Telescope for others, microscope for others, telescope for me. That does not bless anybody. The real taste of driving is in congested highway, hilly terrain, hairpin bends. If you survive those arduous driving situation, you are a top driver. Understanding of this knowledge, does it help you to go through the worst situations of life? It can be a death, disaster, crisis, misunderstanding. But at least if the situation comes up, you are totally shaken, perturbed. Why? Everything must run very smooth. If there is and what is very smooth? Your definition of smooth. Whatever you think right, that must happen. But not what is right. You are least flexible. That is why rigidity comes in. Morning I was talking to you. Here is a man absolutely flexible. Digambaro va pichasambaro va. Digambara, now is fully naked. Dik, direction is his clothes. Sambara, now with few clothes. The cloth is a beautiful imagery for the roles that you pick up in life. Now they are totally free from roles. You can do that for yourself. As even while playing 100 roles in a movie, you can still be aware of the actor. While playing through roles in life, you can always be conscious of yourself. Yet sometimes sambara, with the clothes, with the dress, with the roles. Twagambara. Twagambara means while putting on different type of skin also, you can say that. Not only skin is your dress, because since Digambara means naked, Twagambara you need not say the person is naked. Twagambara means like a deer skin, twaka, skin, tiger skin, deer skin, something like that. A simple thing he puts on. So this is a simple thing, huh? Nowadays is very costly. Previously, if you are a sadhu, it was very cheap. What is that? One, a few rudraks, one kamandalu and a baking powder, the double coconut, you put it, and a stick. Any stick, and especially they use a particular stick, which is very medicinal. I should pick up one from Orissa. I know it already. Anyway, we can pick up. Very beautiful. Today, it is all collector's item. So you are the most expensive things you are having at your disposal. If you have got a kamandalu, somebody can steal it. They can sell it for thousands of rupees. If you have the rudraks, oh, somebody can take it. Nowadays it is fashion, it's a design, fashion statement. Designer ornaments out of rudraks. So our sadhus are no more simple, very ordinary. Eh? Just think of it. Tiger skin is not simple. Eh? Anyway, those days it means nothing. Hundreds of tigers, they were dying, you get it off and you were putting it on, that's a different thing. Chidambarastha or chitambara, knowledge, consciousness is your dress. In all these different circumstances, you are never losing sight of yourself. Because life means living with changing circumstances. Life does not mean a fixed scenario. From morning till morning, evening till evening, days after days, months after months, years after years, you are living with changing scenario. So if a person is intolerant of changes, incapable of accepting the changes, how is he going to live his life? A little deviation from the routine completely devastates you, destroys you. Little deviation from your expectation completely shatters you. Do you mean to say the entire universe shall run according to your writ? Think of it. There are thousands of people anywhere, hundreds of people, even a family, 4 or 5 people together. All their wishes must come together. College, university, wherever, an office, it's not a one person working, 100 people. Only outside, listen carefully and think over it. Your head is a huge corporate office. There is 100 people, 1,000 people working inside. You as the father, you as the mother, you as the husband, you as the son, you are the friend, you are the seer, you are the taster, you as a toucher, you are a smeller, you are as an experiencer, you as a thinker. You understand how many personalities inside you? And there is an intrapersonal conflict. Forget interpersonal conflict later on. Interpersonal means conflict between a person and a person. Everybody tries to resolve that. You cannot resolve interpersonal conflict until you resolve intrapersonal conflict. The conflict that happens in you. In me, there is a huge fight going on. Shall I be a husband or the son? Shall I be a wife or the daughter? Shall I be giving, not giving? Shall I be here or shall I not be here? Shall I be doing this, shall I not be doing this? It's a huge conflict going on inside. When there is a huge conflict going on inside, you cannot live peacefully. Do you know why? Because there is a division inside, you shall unconsciously invoke, instigate, initiate divisions outside. Why? You want to do something, you don't want to do something. See, there is a conflict. I want to eat sweet. But another one is inside, you say, no, I don't want to sweet. There is a conflict. Simple example. I am going to give a simple example. I want to eat sweet. One part of me tells me, I want to sweet. Other fellow says, no, hey, diabetic, I don't want to eat sweet. I know health-wise I should not eat sweet. Another fellow says, I say, no, I want to eat sweet. Now suppose there is a person comes and says, eat sweet, nothing wrong in it. Naturally he will be your friend. The other one who supports, don't eat sweet, this fellow is too rigid, you know. So you are already branding. Are you getting that point, please? Weakness is inside you. That is why people get very quickly weak personalities, understand, very quickly, very weak personalities get surrounded by flatterers. Very quickly you will get surrounded by flatterers. Why? Because flatterers are those who know your weakness and cater to it, pander to your weakness. If you are getting angry, they shall say, yes sir, why should you not get angry? With your responsibility, you know, nobody can do it peacefully, you know. You say, yes, you are right. Hang around. Tell me things that you like to listen. You get idiots around you. Because you have a weakness. But suppose you are a strong personality, idiots will run for shelter. Idiots will run for shelter because you can't tolerate nonsense. The moment he talks rubbish, all right, you mind your business. You don't have to tell me what is supposed to be done. I know what it is. Fine, thank you. The fellow runs for cover because he can't stay there with you. Understand? Genuine people will run away from the person who is a deceptive person. Genuine people will run away. You understand? You create your own groups of flatterers, critics, or whatever you say. But if you are a person, there is no intrapersonal conflict. Happy with yourself, you are comfortable with anybody, everybody. Why? I mean, you just listen to them for courtesy, but you don't take their stings into account. It's okay, it's all right. You're not being self-righteous. Understand it. It sounds very self-righteous because you don't listen to them. You listen to them, but choice is yours. You know what to do, what not to do, because you are absolutely clear in your wisdom. The other person listens to them, listens to others, because nobody can escape listening to others, but shall do what is convenient, not what is right. That is why there is an enormous responsibility on the individual for himself. Am I doing it for my satisfaction or for the benefit of everybody? Ask that question. That is why Shambara, Digambara, Twagambara, Chidambara. Whether he is surrounded by knowledge, different type of dress he is talking about. Now he is fully naked. Now with all these skins, it makes no difference. Symbolizing with any type of role the person takes, always happy with himself. Unnamattavat, valavat, pishachavat charit. Believes like a ghost, like a madcap, like a child. Meaning, as even child doesn't carry the past, he never carries the past to influence his present. There is a reference to the past, but no interference from the past. Understand? You must see that difference. Reference to past you cannot escape. Because if there is no reference to past, you shall be committing same mistake again and again. As they say, if you forget the past, you shall be condemned to repeat it. So there is a reference to the past, but no interference with the past. Because the person behaved like that, therefore he must behave like that. What is the guarantee? The person might have changed. Understand? Then unmattavat, like a madcap he moves. Mad means, madman behaves for no reason. Why the person is happy? No reason. Why is he compassionate? No reason. Why does he love everybody? No reason. These are all becoming values. Don't say, why is he angry? For no reason. Don't catch there. Understand? Emotions like anger, hatred, jealousy, where you are seriously angry, seriously hateful and seriously jealous, understand? That time, it is unconscious behavior. Understand? To be consciously happy means there is no choice. Why? Because you are happiness. What else can I be? But don't say, I am the anger. What else can I be? You can't think in those terms. Anger is a mood. Happiness is not a mood. Dress you can put on. Body can you change? Relatively. Your body can go on changing. Thoughts can go on changing. Can the consciousness change? Cannot. You are with yourself. Understand the point? Please appreciate. That is why, after being angry, after being jealous, after being hateful, after creating a problem or precipitating a crisis, you repent. After being happy, you don't repent. The repentance comes after being angry. I should not have told. I don't know. Why I don't know. You understand? That is how the person will behave. Why? It's not natural. Being angry, being hateful, being jealous is not natural. That's why you feel angry. Oh, I should not have told. Why did I tell this? I should not have done this. Why did I tell this? You are very rude to somebody. I should not have done this. But being kind, compassionate, happy, have you been repentant? Why was I unnecessarily happy? Eh? There is unnecessary anger. There is no unnecessary happiness. You understand? This is amazing verses. That is why this man, having understood it, Bhimanamalam Sariram Etad. These verses are so cute. Eh? I hope you go back and thought over it. Bhunaktya Seshan Vishayan Upastitan. So, such a person riding the chariot of the body, going through the vast scenic route of life, seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, the person happily spends his time. Even when the car breaks down, like this afternoon when I had to organize somebody to be taken into the hospital. Even that, when the car breaks down. Now it is the other person's body. Tomorrow, someday, somewhere, it will be your body. Because the vehicle cannot be strong for all times to come. In spite of your best maintenance, the wheel will be out of alignment. Suddenly you are, oh, I don't know why my hand is not moving. The left hand is like the right hand like this. Or continuously moving. Parkinson. Hey, why don't you hold it? Oh, what can I do? That's what it is. Somewhere the body will go crazy. When the vehicle is breaking down, can you still smile and say that? I knew one Swami who was a really happy-go-lucky guy. Very nice. And he had a heart problem. He met with another Swami who had some leg problem. This heart problem Swami is little well known. The leg problem Swami is little not that well known. But both were students with the same teacher. So when they met with each other, he was telling, the heart problem Swami told the leg problem, even in disease I am bigger than you. You have got only leg problem, I have a heart problem, man. You are, even there also you are junior. You see? Learning to laugh at things. Can you? Can you? That is where the laughter never comes to an end. A person who never laughs usually becomes a little dangerous person. Person who doesn't know how to laugh because become too tight inside, too rigid. This guy is, here in this verse, is totally flexible. Digambara, Sambara, Chidambara, you know, what is that? Twagambara. Now with this dress, now with that dress, now with no dress, now this. Total flexibility. Compared to that, other fellow is fixed dress. This is the cloth, finish. Oh boy. It's like you are always the father, or always the mother, or always the professional. Nobody can talk to you. If you are always a professional, think, if you are always a professional, who can talk to you? Because I have no, if you are always a businessman, I have no business to talk to you. Always I am a holy man, Mr. Holiness walking about. Oh boy. It becomes so difficult to talk to the fellow because his holiness is so loaded. He is carrying the burden of holiness. So you cannot talk to that type of people. It becomes very difficult. Why? Because here is a person. Kamanni niskamarupishanne chide charat ekacharo munihi. Munihi ekaru eka charati. Ekacharo munihi. This name is Ekachara. Ekachara means one who revels in oneness. Ekasmin charati. Who revels in oneness. There is nothing other than it. And therefore, he never loses sight of himself. Kamarupi, understand that, Kamanni, Kamarupi Shanna, Kamanni, Kama Anna, eating food according to the desire, according to the wishes, whatever comes on the way, Kamanni, Anna, food. It comes in Upanishad. Kamanni kamarupyanu sancharan edat samagayan naste ha bhuha bhuha bhu ahamannam 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 ahamannado ahamannado ahamannada Ahamasmi, he goes on, marvelous. Kama, this is Samaveda. Etat samaga kamanni kamarupyanu sancharan. Eating whatever food comes on the way, putting on whatever clothes available for him, taking any role, kamarupi, whatever role comes up, no resistance to anything. Do this? Yes. Don't do this? Okay. What a flexibility. When you are conscious, you can do, somebody asks you to do something, fully dedicated. Responsibility taken away, excellent, enjoy one. When the lazy person enjoys, when the responsibility is taken away, responsibility is given, becomes a burden. Resistance. When that man will say, give me whatever you feel like doing, that is spoken. What is unspoken is what I like. I will do, but what I like. To such a fellow, you cannot do anything. That is why when other day, one person asked me a question, Swamiji, after this knowledge is over, what shall I do? I said, what? Don't ask, what shall I do? Ask yourself, what can I do? Whatever you can do, do. The people who ask, what shall I do? You tell them, bury, dig a hole for yourself. And then bury and pull the mud down, excellent. That fellow has no purpose. Don't ask, what shall I do? Ask him, what can I do? I can cultivate vegetable. You don't ask people, go and prepare a bed and cultivate vegetable. Why? We are 100 people living, no? Can't you find out one role for yourself? I can cultivate vegetable. I can cook. I can give a helping hand to the drying water because so many trees are dying. I can put them. Electricity is a problem. I can fetch electricity. Going to market is a problem. Every day I will go to market. The person who is sensitive finds a work for himself. The person who is insensitive waits. Why are you sitting down? Nobody has told me what to do. Beautiful. Who is that somebody who shall tell you? And whoever that somebody tells you, one day you shall fight with him and say, who are you to tell me? Suppose by chance some fellow makes a mistake of telling you, okay, get off for your whatever it is. And don't sit down like a kutuvalagu, don't sit down like a lamp in one place, get off and do something. Then I say, who are you to tell me? Oh, I see. You do it is a mistake, you don't do it is a mistake. So beautiful people to handle. Are you getting that? Ask yourself the question. Not what shall I do? What can I do? Kamanni kamarupi. Whatever work is there, you join in. You join in. Some people when they join in, work becomes very smooth. Some people when they join in, the work becomes more complicated. If the fellow doesn't join, apara, I can do it better. The fellow comes in and it becomes more problem. What do you do? Understand. Before you make other people's life problem free, ask yourself a question. How is your life? Is it problem free? Is it emotion free? It is conflict free? Yes. you shall contribute to general happiness of the world if you are empty inside. If your resolve is, until the whole world follows one religion, there will be no peace, you shall make everybody restless. Because you shall go on changing everybody. No? This is your conversion becomes a huge disturbance. Because in your heart there is so emptiness. Like that boy, what is that boy's name? Alexander. The Alexander when came to India, the story goes, Alexander came to India and then his guru had told him, pick up three things, Ganges water, Tulsi leaf and a wise man. Ganges water you can pick up. You go to Ganges, pick up. Really, Ganges water, Lakshana, so pure it is. They say they have experimented that Gomukh, when you go there, pick up a water, that water remains uncontaminated even after years. No bacteria comes. Anyway, storage apart, doesn't matter whether or not Ganges water, people consider holy, okay, take it. Tulsi leaf, a particular, basil, something like that, a leaf, you take that. That also you can pick up. Wise man, how to get it? How do I know what is the wise man? No horn. Something suppose wise man means red eyes. Wise man means pink cheeks. Why? Knowledge is bursting. Then you can grab that fellow. Right? He's a budding wise man. He's a full-blown wise man. You can find out. There is no such thing. Story goes, one day a person was standing down there and when everybody is supposed to stand up, when the king passes, this fellow is lying down. So the soldiers come and tie him down, pick him up and go there. And he is no fear. He has no fear. Then everybody says to Alexander, this fellow must be the one, wise one, because he has no concern for anything. Then Alexander goes and meet him and he says to him, ask me something. This is the story. Ask me something. Then he says, in India we have a rule. A similar profession person doesn't charge anything from the similar profession. What is that? A doctor doesn't charge another doctor. If you're a doctor, you go to another doctor for treatment, they will not charge you. If you're a barber, you go for a haircut to another barber, that barber will not charge you. If you're a dhobi, washerman, and you want to give your clothes for washing, somebody washing it, he won't charge you. Lawyer fights your case, doesn't charge you. Well, that is how it is. Same way, I am a beggar and you are also a beggar. So I cannot ask anything from you. Alexander must have been stunned. Story true or false? This is the line. Alexander must have, he said, what? Everybody else said, yeah, I am a beggar. How do you say I am the emperor? He said, no. Why did you come to India? Because without Indian subcontinent, you shall be empty. So you are also a poor fellow. A rich man is not going to come and unnecessarily aggrandize. So you have got emptiness, you are poor, you are begging. I am also a beggar. So I don't want to ask anything from you. Simple. Just think. The person where there is no fear of any kind. Because if you have the fear, you shall be suspicious. Understand? Fear brings in suspicion. Like when you are afraid, you think somebody is knocking the door. Is it not true? Is it not true? Night when you are sleeping, suppose you have absolutely no fear of anybody. Any noise comes, you will explain it away. You will explain it away. But there is no fear. Why that noise? What is there? Night, some fellow is there, some bird is shouting. Who is walking? There must be an animal. You are totally negligent. Don't worry about it. Just like a person who is absolutely sure of his health. If there is a cut, what is this growth? It is a mosquito. But the fellow is Ainanguli. The fellow is a coward. Afraid of his health. By chance there is a soul. Cancer. Oh, right side pain. Heart must be pain. Heart right side pain. Oh, it is a shoulder. Shoulder pain, heart attack begins. Oh, yo, I must. These fellows are hypochondriac. Anything happens, fear. When I was going, suddenly I fell down. I think high blood pressure. Understand? Wherever there is a fear, heavy projection, suspicion. So if you are a suspicious person, you are a weak, frightened person. Because every time you are looking at suspicion, every time you are looking suspicion, you think the whole world is out there to grab you, to catch you, to cheat you, to deceive you, to take you for a ride. And you become what shall I say, like a maniac. You become, what they call, like, you become so sensitive. So sensitive means you become very touchy. Anything anybody anywhere says, you jump, because there is fear inside. Whereas a person is fearless, lies down like a lion. A rat comes and goes over it. You think lion gets worried? He ignores. Because when he gets up, the rat will run for his life. Have you seen lions? Who is coming? Who is going? But antelopes, weak animals, continuously on the guard. Always restless. Why? Weak. Continuously on the guard. I don't remember the name of that animal, which stands up like this and looks at it. It's very beautiful. They live in groups. Hundreds of them will be looking. Everybody is guarding. One eagle comes, everybody into the hole. Always looking everywhere. Wherever they go, they'll stand up and look. Why? Fear. Anybody is coming. Lion, have you seen going here and there? Oh, who is coming? The tiger, who is coming? The elephant, least worried. The big boys, least worried. Why? They can handle anybody coming on the way. Just learn from nature. Same thing. When you are absolutely strong with yourself, Kamani Kamarupi Anusancharan. Whatever food comes on the way. Food means experiences comes on the way. Food is a beautiful example. Because food can be a crisis, understand. A dress can be a crisis. Situation can be a crisis. Whatever comes on the way, you live with it. You can change it, excellent. Cannot change it, excellent. Kamani, Kamarupi, Niskamarupi, Ekacharo Muni, because he revels in himself. Swatmanyeva sadatushta, Swayam sarvatmana astita. Where from his strength comes? Swatmanyeva sadatushta, always contented with himself and does not wait for contentment because of a particular circumstances, because of a certain person, because of a certain situation. Therefore, always contented with himself. Sarvatmanastita, and himself as the content of everything, the whole universe. Ahameva sarvam narayanoham narakantakoham. Remember those verses? Narayanoham. I am the one who pervades everything. Purushohamisha. I am the Purusha, full and complete. What language? Swarajya Samrajya Vibhuti Resa. I have got this glorious disposition, owning the entire empire of the universe. I am the only one? No. As I told you, each one is an emperor, empire undivided. Everybody contented with himself. What a tradition. It's not the poor man's association. It is not even billionaire, trillionaire. It is infinite association. Everybody is infinity. Everybody is an emperor's association. Everybody is an emperor. Because you are strong, absolutely fulfilled. There is no strength than the soul strength. Other things are fragile, will go away. You hold on to it, it will disappear. What happens to the money? You saw this, oh, you didn't know that. This morning when I opened the newspaper after I came back, in Los Angeles, one family has committed suicide, Indian family. He was a millionaire 4 days back. In this crash, millions were wiped out. 3 days back he purchased a gun, wrote 3 letters, one to police, one to friends, one is his will. God knows for whom he left what. Shot his mother-in-law, shot his wife, shot his 3 children, 18, 11, 7. An 18-year-old boy was a Fulbright scholar in California, studying in Berkeley. Bright. But himself was an engineer, but boom, 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 himself boom. You understand the importance? You may know everything about money, IT, transactions, religions of various kinds, but you don't know anything about yourself. That is why even the so-called religious people, every theology people, they have no business to condemn people to a religion. They must help them to understand themselves. Be happy. Choose to be what? Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Jain, Jew, no religion, who cares? Happy man. It's not a religious conversion. You need to be converted from the religion, every religious role also, to be with yourself. You understand what will be the global perspective, universal perspective. Be yourself. Because if you rely on the money, what will happen? Money gone. The whole family is wiped out. Why? No financial security. The Prince of Kathmandu shut down the entire family, including himself. For what? Love, not money, emotion. Infatuation with one girl. Parents will not accept it. Boom. Finish. Kill everybody, kill himself. Any type of obsession. Hitler's obsession with the superiority of a race or the inferiority of a race. How they become self-destructive. Religions whose motto is to convert are self-destructive. Because they don't understand. When in poor countries, you are opening up a religious establishment, in rich and educated countries, everything is closing down. Why? Why? If it is so effective, why it is dying in its own country, own homeland? Who has time to appreciate? Be yourself. Religion is yet another role. This fancy cloth does not give you wisdom. Be wise and put on this cloth. No, I don't want this cloth. Okay? Samba digambarova. Hang around naked. Sambarova. Now I want colored clothes. Take it. Chidambarova. The consciousness is my cloth. Fine. Now you want to put on all the symbols of all the world. Put it on. I don't want any symbol. Excellent. You understand? The extent of freedom. And who enjoys it? Everybody. It's not a Hindu stuff, Indian stuff. It is just like when a medicine is discovered, it may be discovered in America. But don't say, I won't take American medicine, then you will die. If it cures, you take it. The truth is not Hindu, Muslim, Christian, XYZ. The truth is truth. It has no religion. It is yourself, Sanatana, eternally fresh, yourself. See that. Then, what shall I want to do? You choose. Why are you asking me? No, I want to do worship. You do it. And don't bug me. I don't want to do, therefore nobody should do. What rubbish? What is this? If I don't do, therefore they will not do. Please, such a person, read the verse. We'll see tomorrow, because this is another wow verse. How does it move? Kvachin mudo vidwan Kvachidapi maharaja vibhava Kvachid vranta saumya Kvachida jagarachara kalitaha Kvachid patri bhutaha Kvachidabhamata kvapya vidita Charatyebam pragya Satata paramananda sukhitaha Kvachin mudo vidwan Kvachidapi maharaja vibhava Kvachid vranta saumya Kvachida jagarachara kalitaha Kvachid patri bhute Kvachidabhamate kvapya vidite Charatyebam pragya Satata paramananda sukhitaha. What a language, what a language. You can get it by heart like a mantra. So sweet, so sweet. This is why when you read Shankara, your head, bows down. Automatically you bow down. What theme, what knowledge, what wisdom, what language, what richness of presentation. Incomparable. You don't listen to religious stories now, pain, misery, that man did this suffering, that man did that suffering. Oh, sure. Already life is full of misery. There are miserable stories around religion also. What a headache. This is, sheer celebration. How does this man moves about? Kvachid mudo vidwan. Just simply translation, tomorrow we shall see. Okay. This person, first qualification, vidwan, wise man, awakened to himself. Then only you can enjoy the flexibility. Until you are wise, you cannot be flexible. If you are otherwise, you shall be very rigid. Rigidity is the sign of misery. Rigidity is the sign of ignorance. Inflexible. Inflexible. That is why iron breaks. Break the mud. Break the mud. Break the water. Come on, break the water. But ice? Ice you can break. Water? Break the water. Rigidity comes with ignorance. Ignorance condemns you to a particular role, a particular thought, a particular idea. That is why theologies which swear by one idea only, this is the God, oh boy, and there is no other God. This is the thing, no other thing. This is liberation, no other liberation. Oh boy, they make what? Absolutely rigid, insensitive beings out of you. They make you cold as ice. The coldness of ignorance makes you cold as ice. Once I was in mountains, long time back, 1973. My God, 35 years gone. Yes. That day I remember like yesterday. Went walking in mountains. Just walking in the mountains. When I was walking, I was also looking for some strange characters. If there is somebody sitting down there and the traditional, they say some sadhus are there in the mountain. I asked one boy who was grazing the cows and goats. I say, hey, what is this? Is there anybody there? He said, yes, somebody is there. So we went to that place. When he went to that place, a very bright, one elderly person sitting down in one place. So he asked. When I reached there, we sat down, prostrated, sat down, and he said, Puchlo. Puchlo means ask any question. Because if you meet a wise man, you are supposed to ask. Even you have any doubt. Then one person who was with me, he asked him a question. What is ahankar? Ahankar means what is ego? What is this I, individuality? He gave the most beautiful explanation ever I have come across. As we are sitting now, there is a brook flowing down. A fountain, a brook flowing down. Then he said, what is that? Kya hai? What is that? Water. When the water becomes solid, what does it become? Ice. When you are thirsty, can you eat ice? Put one piece of ice in your mouth, what happens? You'll throw it out. It's so painful. Try to break your tooth with ice. Your tooth will break, ice will not break. Yes. Suppose the ice melts, water, everybody drinks on both the sides. He said, yes. Ego, ahankar is infinity condensed to a finite role. Consciousness all pervasive, now stuck on a body. I am the body, I am the engineer, I am the master, doctor, I am the professional. The all pervasive, now stuck on a name and a role. Therefore, the clash of egos. Each individual takes himself to be engineer, doctor, father, mother, brother, stuck with a role. So heavy fight between personalities. Are you getting that point, please? Not only interpersonal, but also intrapersonal. Which one I shall be? Shall I do this or shall I not do this? Heavy conflict. But when that little ego, that I thought, strong, solid, rigid individuality, melts away, you are infinitely blissful, blessing yourself and everybody around, like water. Rigidity goes away, because you see the infinite possibilities. Are you getting that point, please? Why your rigidity go? Why does your rigidity go? Because you see the infinite possibilities. Hey, a person can behave like that in ignorance. Okay. But you never lose sight of who he is. And why the wise man forgets about other person's weakness? Because he knows who he is. How he behaves, what he talks, under momentary obsession, influence of momentary emotions. The person is behaving like that. When that changes, he will change. Don't worry. So how he behaves? We shall see tomorrow morning. What all possible ways. But first you must be Vidwan. Because only if you are a wise person, are you getting that? Only if you are aware of yourself, you can only play flexible roles. If you are not aware of yourself, you are stuck on a role. Ask yourself a question. Are you stuck on a role or you play a role? If roles give you security, you don't need any other insecurity in the world. That will be your sufficient problem. Because without it, you can't live. Therefore, you shall desperately hold on to it. When you don't, oh boy, absolutely flexible, happy, all times, all places, all conditions. Close your eyes.